Chris Gonzaga asks, market rent is determined by what factors?
Market rent is determined by the market, which we have a great handle on. Chris is a client, but for anybody who's not a client yet, when we bring you on and we are recommending properties to you, we actually show you a map of all of our footprint here in the Jacksonville market. And it's kind of like that old board game Risk, which is where you have all those little dots and pieces and you're just overtaking countries. It's kind of like what it's turned out to be here for JWB's footprint in Jacksonville. And the way that this relates to setting things like market rent is that within like a quarter mile, I mean, there's a really good chance that there are 5, 10, 20, 30 other properties that we actively manage, that we are leasing right now, that is being rented right now. And we see what those rent rates are. So we have this huge advantage to make sure that we can set the right rents, set market rents, and then deliver on those rents. A lot of people don't think about this, but a lot of people make a determination on a property evaluation. And you got to realize that that turnkey rental property provider has this huge incentive to put pie in the sky rent numbers there for you. Because if they miss by like $25, your cash flows go down significantly. Your overall return on investment goes down significantly. If they miss by like $25, it's hard to be that accurate. It's hard to be that good. You have to have a commitment to a data flywheel. Smile. Got to smile. Yeah. You have to have a commitment to a data flywheel. You have to have significant experience in one set area so you know what you're doing. And then you have to have a commitment to under promising and over delivering. That's the only way that you hit your numbers every single time. So we have all three of those. And the fun part is just seeing the impact that we have on those neighborhoods. It's JWB country there.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I think of the word, Nadim's putting JWB manages 4,749 homes in Jacksonville. I think of the words network effect, right? The idea that having the network effect of where you are allows you to operate at another level, be it the data flywheel, be it the neighborhood improvement stuff, be it the long-term bets into downtown. And that's just a very powerful term for basically mass adoption of something that develops its own momentum, which is another flywheel kind of terminology. All right, Miguel Angel has a question here. Having the permits being delayed, is that JWB are renovating more now than in the past? How has that changed with time?
Great question, Miguel. If you look at the percentage of construction, whether that's new construction or renovations over time, in the beginning in 2006, it was 100% renovations. Through 2011, it was 100% renovations. In 2011, we started to build new constructions. And so we did that slowly in the beginning. There was about 40 homes that we took down and built these brand new construction homes. If you look over the last couple of years specifically, it is so much higher a percentage of new construction than renovations. And again, that isn't because I love new constructions more than renovations. It's what the market is bearing. So for all of us, we've heard that there's just a huge lack of supply in the marketplace. And what they're talking about is a lack of existing inventory or homes that you could renovate and turn into rental properties for us. So because the market has an extreme lack of supply of existing inventory, our percentage of activity has been much lower. As far as the percentage of construction, it's much lower. So it's probably 75% new construction now. It's probably 25% renovations, just ballparking it. So yeah, and that's, you think about it, if we didn't build brand new construction, right? The reason why the country's only true vertically integrated turnkey rental property company, there's other companies out there that do property management in-house. They're few and far between, but there's other companies like that. There's no other company that I know of that has all of those things and an innovation department, right? So that's why we make the claim that we are the country's only true vertically integrated turnkey investment company. Well, that comes into play because, having available inventory right now is such a luxury. And if we kind of like wrap up the show here, it's like what I would urge people to do is to invest not with your eyes. Invest based on the numbers. Of course, find the right team and all that good stuff, but invest based on the numbers. Don't look at the picture as much because availability of a property right now is the most important thing. When inventory is incredibly low like it is, availability is the most important thing. And new construction homes and renovations, if they're available and they meet your criteria and they meet your return on investment criteria, those are things to be considered. But I did want to make the point that new construction was never something we intended to do. It was something that we saw a market opportunity in 2011. If we hadn't figured that out, if our innovation department hadn't figured that out, we would only have 25% of the homes available for our clients over the past couple of years. Like, new construction has supplemented, has become the biggest contributor to our inventory. And that's why a lot of other companies and a lot of other markets don't have inventory. They don't build new construction. It's not even a possibility. So all that to be said, right? When you're thinking about making an investment, find the right team, right? After you find the right team, make sure they operate in a growth market like JWB does. And then when you do that, choosing the property should be the easiest and the most fun part. But at no point along the way, just don't give yourself a limitation that it has to be a new construction home or it has to be a renovation, right? You can make better decisions and you can get all the way to the end of a full market cycle and benefit from both.
So if we go to the scoreboard today on the battle royale of new construction versus renovated homes, we have lower price, higher price to rent ratio, lower rents, higher maintenance on the side of the renovation. On the side of the new construction, you have lower homeowners insurance, lower maintenance, higher price, higher rents, but lower price to home ratios. At the end of the day, you go to the judges. It's a split decision. It's a tie. What matters
Switzerland.
Yeah, we're Switzerland. What matters more is the same things that we have been talking about here, right? Like the operator that can definitely deliver on that piece of paper over the next 30 years, the market that has the dynamics that you are looking for, right? For us, long-term buy and hold investors, we know that appreciation is our play here in Jacksonville. Whatever market you're looking at, make sure that that's incentivized. And then the property, is like, pick one. Availability is big right now.
Yep.
And stick to the plan